Welcome to Plan B Vital. When it comes to long-term resilience, most people focus on the wrong things. They buy food that expires in a year and hope for the best. But true security comes from understanding the science of deep storage nutrition. Today, we are covering the 7 essential foods that can last decades in your pantry. These are the foundations of a survival reserve that doesn't just keep you full, but keeps you healthy and strong when the world around you becomes uncertain. Let's dive into the ultimate list of immortal foods. Imagine finding a jar of food that is 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. It sounds like science fiction, but it's a historical fact. When archaeologists entered the ancient Egyptian tombs, they found honey that was still as sweet as the day it was gathered. This is the ultimate immortal food because it technically never expires. Why does honey never expire? It's a perfect storm of chemistry. First, it's extremely low in moisture. Bacteria need water to survive, and honey has almost none. Second, it's acidic, which stops any microorganisms from growing. And third, bees produce an enzyme called glucose oxidase. This creates hydrogen peroxide, a natural disinfectant that protects the honey for centuries. In a survival situation, honey is liquid gold. It's a high-energy source that doesn't need cooking or refrigeration. But it's more than just food. Because of its antibacterial properties, ancient civilizations used it to treat wounds and burns. It's a natural antibiotic and a calorie-dense powerhouse that takes up very little space. If your honey becomes hard or cloudy, don't throw it away. That's just crystallization, a natural process. Simply place the jar in warm water, and it will return to its liquid state. For your long-term storage, always choose raw, organic honey. It's an investment that literally lasts a lifetime. Preparation is about choosing the right tools. Honey is one of them. Subscribe to Plan B Vital for more secrets to resilience and safety. Stay smart, stay ready. Next on our list is the foundation of energy, white rice. While many people prefer brown rice for its nutrients, when it comes to long-term survival, white rice is the clear winner. Brown rice contains natural oils that go rancid in less than 6 months. But polished white rice, if stored correctly, is a different story. In its original store packaging, white rice might only last 2 years. However, when professionally sealed in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, it has a proven shelf life of 25 to 30 years. Some studies even suggest it remains safe to eat for up to 40 years. It provides the essential carbohydrates you need to keep going when other food sources are scarce. It is cheap, easy to stack, and stays perfect for decades. For your Plan B, always choose white rice over brown to ensure your calories are there when you actually need them. Stay smart, stay ready. Dry beans and lentils are your protein anchor. While the official best-by date on the store bag might say 12 months, that is only for peak flavor, not safety. In a professional long-term setup, beans will remain a viable protein source for 20 to 30 years. Together with rice, they create a complete protein profile, giving your body exactly what it needs to maintain muscle and energy during a crisis. Note that after 5 or 10 years, dry beans becomes very hard and require much longer boiling times. To save fuel, it is essential to soak them for at least 12 hours before cooking. Despite the change in texture, their nutritional value stays intact for decades. They are easy to store, impossible to ignore, and a must-have for any serious resilience pantry. Next, we have pasta. Pasta is one of the most practical foods to keep in your pantry because it lasts a very long time when stored correctly. Dry pasta is made mainly from wheat flour and water, which means it has very low moisture and is naturally resistant to spoilage. Should be kept in a cool, dry place away from humidity and direct sunlight. Dry pasta is an outstanding source of rapid energy, consisting almost entirely of complex carbohydrates. Nutritionally, a standard portion provides about 350 calories and 10 grams of protein, making it very filling. The best way to store it is in its original sealed package or in an airtight container, such as a glass jar or food storage container. This protects it from moisture, insects, and odors from other foods. Unopened dry pasta typically has a shelf life of 2 to 3 years, but if stored properly in a dry environment, it can often remain safe to eat for many years beyond the printed expiration date. While the quality may slowly decline over time, pasta rarely spoils unless it becomes exposed to moisture. It is the ideal comfort food, providing a familiar texture and steady energy for an extremely long period. Canned meats and fish, such as beef, chicken, tuna, or sardines, are your most accessible source of ready-to-eat fats and proteins. They provide essential amino acids and omega-3 fatty acids that dry grains lack. For a balanced pantry, aim for at least 60 cans per person. The official shelf life is usually 2 to 5 years. But as long as the can is not dented, rusted, or swollen, the contents remain safe to eat for a decade or more. Store them in a cool, dry place to prevent the metal from corroding. Because they are packed in liquid, they also contribute to your hydration and require zero additional water or fuel to prepare. This makes them the perfect no-cook protein source during the initial stages of a crisis when resources are most limited. Salt is the only item on this list that is not organic. It is a mineral. For this reason, its shelf life is literally infinite. It never expires. For a family of 4, it is recommended to store at least 10 kilograms of pure, non-iodized coarse salt. Salt is vital for more than just seasoning. In a survival situation, it is an essential nutrient for electrolyte balance and a critical tool for food preservation. You can use it to dry cure meat or ferment vegetables, allowing you to store food without refrigeration. The correct storage method is simple. Keep it perfectly dry. While salt doesn't spoil, it is highly hygroscopic, meaning it absorbs moisture from the air. If it gets damp, it will harden into a solid block. To prevent this, store it in food-grade plastic buckets or glass jars with an airtight seal. As long as it stays dry, it will remain usable for centuries. Rolled oats are a nutritional powerhouse and one of the most efficient survival foods you can store. Nutritionally, they are rich in fiber and contain more protein and healthy fats than most other grains. A single cup provides approximately 150 calories and 5 grams of protein. For a long-term reserve, it is recommended to store at least 10 to 15 kilograms per person. The main advantage of oats is that they require very little to no fuel to prepare. In an emergency, they can be eaten raw or simply soaked in cold water for a few hours. While the store-bought container says 12 months, oats sealed in mylar bags with oxygen absorbers will remain fresh and nutritious for up to 30 years. It is crucial to store them in a cool, dark place, as the natural oils in oats can degrade if exposed to high heat over long periods. They are the perfect low-energy meal that provides long-lasting satiety and essential nutrients. Building a long-term food reserve is not about fear. It is about taking responsibility for your future. By focusing on these 7 essentials: honey, rice, beans, salt, pasta, oats, and canned proteins, you are creating a foundation of resilience that can last for 30 years or more. Remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to Plan B Vital and hit the notification bell. Stay smart, stay ready, and we will see you in the next deep dive.